Hello friends, in this video I'll be explaining the code of number of islands. In my previous video I've already explained the logic. So we will be given 2D grid map as an input where 1 is representing land and 0 is representing water. So we need to count number of islands. Okay, so an island is surrounded by water and it is formed by connecting adjacent lands. So as we know that 1 is representing land, so in input array we need to count number of groups where 1 is connected. So if we see this, we find that this is group of 1. Okay, so basically there is only one group, so output is 1. Now if we see example 2, this is a group of 1. Basically we need to make a group of adjacent lands, means adjacent ones which are connected to each other. So this is one adjacent group, this is next, and this is next. So basically there are 3, so the output is 3. So we need to make a DFS call from a location, and suppose this is a matrix, 2D matrix. Okay, this is a 2D matrix. So first of all we need to traverse this row column wise and we need to search for value 1. So at 0 comma 0 location we got our value 1. Then from this location we will be calling our DFS function and will start traversing in 4 direction, that is in up, down, right and left. Okay, now while traversing in 4 directions we will be checking for 1 and maintaining our base case. So finally we will be covering this group and converting this group to 0. Okay, now again we will search for 1 and we find that 1 is in this location. So we will again call DFS function, and inside DFS function we will first convert this to 0 and start traversing this. So number of DFS call is basically the output of this problem. Okay, so the problem is very simple. First I will be checking the base cases, like if there is no input, like if the input size is 0 then return 0, like return 0. Okay, now this is my row grid dot size. Okay, column grid of 0 dot size. Okay, so basically the input is a grid and it is represented by using vector, and inside vector again vector of character. So basically this 1 and 0 is a character value. Okay, this is my number of rows, number of columns. Now I'll use for loop and will search for our first occurrence of 1. So I'll be traversing this in row and column manner. Okay, and we will search for 1, first occurrence of 1. We need to extract the location where the value is 1. Okay, so suppose this is a matrix, we will start traversing from 0 comma 0 and this 0 comma 0 contains 1, so we will call DFS for this location. So if grid I and j is 1, what we need to do is that we need to increase our count and call for DFS at the location I comma j. Okay, so before calling DFS function I'll increase my count, and this C variable will be my output and it will contain number of islands available in input grid. So before calling DFS function I will increase my count and then I will call DFS function, and this DFS function will convert all ones to 0 adjacent wise. Okay, it will traverse adjacent cells and will convert 1 to 0. Okay, so after that I will return C. Okay. So now I'll be making my DFS function. So inside DFS function I will pass my input array I and J. So I'll pass this input array I and J. So what I will do is that I will convert 1 to 0 and start traversing in 4 direction. So how I am going to traverse in 4 direction? Simply I'll be using recursion I plus 1 J, then DFS of grid I comma J plus 1. So basically this is my directions. I plus 1 comma J means down direction, I comma J plus 1 means right direction, and again we need to write more 2 directions. So I minus 1 comma J means left, and I comma J minus 1 means upper direction. So basically these are the 4 directions which I will traverse from that location I comma J. Now as this is a recursive function, we need to write base case. So base case will be if I is less than 0 or J is less than 0 or I is greater than equals to the length of the input array, or J is greater than equals to the size of column of input array, okay, or my grid ij is 0, or my grid ij equals is 0. So if it is this, then I need to just return from the caller. Okay, so what I have done is that suppose this is my matrix, this is my matrix. I'll first search for 1. So this help me to search for first occurrence of 1. I'll extract the position of this one which was 0 comma 0. Now I'll call for DFS function, and this DFS function contains recursive function, and what it will do is that first it will change 0 comma 0 from 1 to 0. So I'll change this from 1 to 0. Then I'll start traversing 4 direction, that is up, down, left and right. So as we know that in in base case what I have written is that we can't move upward direction because it is out of the boundary in left direction, as well as in downward direction. In downward direction we cannot move because we are encountering 0. I have written here like if we are encountering 0, just return. So right now suppose if I am moving in downward direction I'm encountering 0, so I'll just return from this to the caller. So the caller is this. Now I'll move in the right direction. So if I move in right direction, I find that it does not hit our base case, so it will move in this location, and again from this there are 4 choice available to us. So again we will move in 4 directions, and this recursive function helps me to move in 4 different directions. Okay, so this is it. Now I'll run the code. Yeah, okay, so this is all about number of islands.